Hey there, welcome to day 33 of our Let's Grow annual challenge. As I'm eating my hair. Haircuts end up weird. Okay, start over. Welcome to day 33 of our Let's Grow annual challenge. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and we're focusing on relationships this month. We're going to go deep into how and what we need to do to grow in our relationships. And that started out yesterday by defining what the heck's a healthy relationship to you. Because we have some things in common, some things that feel right for all of us, and other things that only feel right for us and don't necessarily feel right for other people. So we need to, first and foremost, define what is good, a good relationship for us. What feels good, what's right for us, what's not right for us, right? Some people need a lot of adventure and excitement. We're going to talk about that today as we identify our relationship core values. Other people want stability and security and comfort zone, and and we're going to talk about different elements and different things that we value and how they show up in our relationships. And our action item today is going to be, of course, to identify our relationship core values. What is most important to you when it comes to the different types of relationships you have in your life? What's most important to me with my granddaughters is different than what's most important with me with my son and my daughter and my son-in-law and my mom and my sisters, my friends, my acquaintances, my work associates, my people I partner with. What's core to me in those relationships, some of the things I have in common, for example, I got to have trust, right? I have to have trust, mutual respect, those things go, and love. I like to have love in most of my relationships, not necessarily acquaintances, but I love them, that they're a part of my life, etc. So what are my core values when it comes to relationships in general, and then specific types of relationships, because it's a little bit different. How I relate and communicate with my work associates and business partners and customers is different than how I might necessarily communicate with my partner, right? Or my granddaughters, or my kids, or my sisters, right? Sisters, we got lots of history. So today, what are some of the possible core values? I'll share a couple of mine and I guess I already have, but I'll continue to give you some ideas. But all we're going to do is come up with 3 to 5 things that you value most with respect to relationships. Me, love is always one of my massive core values. It comes out in every area and aspect of my life because it's that important. I think love is the most powerful force and energy and feeling in the world. So why wouldn't I want to incorporate that into everything I do, especially relationships? If I'm not doing and saying and behaving with love, what's the point? Trust, communication, is important to me. We got to have open lines of communication and be able to vulnerably and honestly communicate with one another in almost every relationship if we want it to be healthy and successful, right? We're going for healthy relationships here. We've all been involved in relationships that are terrible, and they made us feel terrible, and that's how we knew they weren't right for us. And we've all been involved in just amazing relationships that flow. Everything just clicks and seems like it's falling into place because those are the relationships that are right for us. We also want to consider respect, mutual respect, and it's mutual respect. It isn't I respect you and then you respect me. It's we treat people the way we want to be treated, and we expect them to treat us the same way, right? Well, we demonstrate how we want to be treated. We set boundaries, we decide, we communicate what those are, and then we hold people accountable to them. If people, continuously disavow our boundaries, obviously that's maybe not the best relationship for us, right? And then the other thing that's important to me with respect to relationships is there's this belief, especially in partner relationships, where people think I should give 50% and they should give 50%. And I will say, if you ever decide in your mind that you're only going to give 50%, that's all you're going to ever get back. And it's usually going to be less than 50%. I think that what made my parents' marriage so successful and amazing and such a good example for my sisters and I, and for everybody around them, was that they both gave 100% plus, or all that they possibly could to the relationship and to one another. They were one another's best friend, and they totally believed that they were each so fortunate and lucky for having found the other person. Because although they're different in a lot of ways, I mean, like polar opposites in a lot of ways, it clicked and it worked for them. And part of it was a conscious choice every single day that they were the best person for each other, and that no matter what, they were going to get through it together. So that's a couple of mine. A couple of mine are treat people the way you want to be treated, give, and without any intention of receiving in return, although both parties need to decide that they're going to give 100% if you really, really want to see a successful relationship. And if you look at people that have successful relationships, you'll see that that's a lot of times how it works. And again, remember, we only see a little bit of whatever is going on in anyone's life, including our own, because we only want to see certain parts of what's going on in our own life. So that's our action item today. Go ahead and share if you are brave enough, and you don't have to be very brave to share core values. How brave do I have to be to say, hey, love, trust, respect, treat people the way you want to be treated, give to receive, give 100%, because we get what we give in this life. How hard is it to share that? Not particularly hard or vulnerable, at least not at this point. I guess I've shared it a lot. All right, any questions? Hit me up. There's a guide there's a write-up for this in core values and an example of, I want to say, Charlie and Christy's story in Guide 2 of the Let's Grow Annual Challenge private Facebook group page. You can check that out. It's free to join, right? Any questions, though, I am here for you. Hit me up. And I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow with another relationship growth topic and activity. Have a great day.